In the early evening of Thursday, the 7th of December 2023, a severe electrical storm ignited several bushfires around the town of Narrabri, in northwestern New South Wales. The largest of these, and the one with the greatest potential of causing widespread devastation, come to be known as the Duck Creek Fire. The New South Wales Rural Fire Service responded quickly, deploying all available services. This included the deployment of fixed-wing and rotary-wing specialised firefighting aircraft. The scale of the operation necessitated the Rural Fire Service to request assistance from other emergency service agencies, namely the State Emergency Service and VRA Rescue New South Wales. These agencies responded immediately, deploying personnel where they were needed most. Narrabri Rescue Squad members Lara McGinlay, Jacinta Peet and Mick Peterson were assigned to Narrabri Airport. Their duty, to assist with the continuous replenishment of water, gel and retardant to firefighting aircraft. To keep the firebombers in the air, a fast turnaround time was crucial. Rescue Squad and SES members had to rapidly learn on the job. The original aim of this story was to give an insight into the roles of these Rescue Squad members in RFS air operations during this emergency. However, a dark, dangerous and seemingly vengeful turn changed everything, as you will soon see. A busy flight line is no place for the faint-hearted. It is a very hot, noisy and hostile environment. Moving aircraft, spinning propellers and rotors are ever present. These are a huge danger for those who become complacent, even for a second. The aircraft do not shut down their jet turbine engines, and the exhaust fumes are a constant companion. Day after day after day, firebombing operations continued. Hundreds of firebombing sorties were flown. And then, finally, word came down that the Duck Creek fire was under control. This fire, however, had a totally different plan. With a change in wind direction overnight, the Duck Creek fire jumped containment lines and with renewed enthusiasm and a new level of ferocity, started heading north. This new northerly direction meant that properties situated on the edges of the Pilliga Forest were now in the fire's devastating path. Two of these properties belonged to the very same rescue squad personnel that had assisted in the RFS air operations in trying to extinguish this fire earlier. At 2:45 a.m. on the 12th of December, RFS crews arrived at the family homes of Jacinta Peet and the home of Lara McGinlay and Michael Peterson. Their message was clear: evacuate now, or not at all. While some family members took pets to safety, Rescue Squad member Jacinta Pete stood alongside her father, David Pete, and brave RFS personnel to protect the family home. At the same time, Rescue Squad members Lara McGinley and Michael Peterson stood with other RFS firefighters to help protect their home and possessions from the fire's onslaught. At dawn, the fire reached both properties, and the very first battle of many began in earnest. With an unexpected drop in the wind, and by using some clever back-burning techniques, the RFS was able to redirect this first attack away from buildings. It also allowed some time to relax slightly, and for the exhausted RFS crews to be relieved by New South Wales fire and rescue teams. But then it was time to consider options for the next assault, which was looming from a different angle. At around 10 a.m., with conditions worsening, and with the fire attacking from a new direction, the decision was made. A full-scale air operation would be launched, using mainly Black Hawk helicopters. The first wave of this aerial assault began within minutes. First off was a lone Bell Long Ranger. Then his mates arrived, the mighty Sikorsky Blackhawks. For well over an hour, the Blackhawks continued in a procession, dropping tens of thousands of litres on the fire. Slowly but surely, the fire was beaten back. Throughout the remainder of the day, the fire made repeated attempts to destroy everything. It completely circled the inner portion of the property, seeking new paths and small unburned pockets. Each new assault was tirelessly put down and beaten back. All night and most of the next day was spent keeping watch for and then extinguishing ember flares. The fire, the long hours, and the stress were taking their toll. This all needed to end. And then something magical happened. They did, and the heavens responded.
To new beginnings, breaks of days to times of healing, to hope and faith, to calm and comfort, to ease of pain, to starting over, to finding ways, to seeing each other for who we can be, sisters and brothers, one family. We face the music